Do you think tragedy makes things more beautiful? What is it that makes tragedy so captivating? Take love for example. On the surface it's simple. Two people bump each other in a grocery store, they talk, they click, they fall in love. We've heard this story before and it's a very beautiful one. Now let's add some depth to it. Statistically, out of all the people we date, only a few are ever truly the one, which means most of our relationships aren't built to last, and sometimes we know that. Sometimes both people are on the same page. They know it's surface level. They're attracted to each other, yet that deep inner connection just isn't there. But sometimes one person feels more, and that's when it gets complicated. That's when the story gets its teeth, when feelings outweigh logic. Part of you tells you not to fall, but another's drawn in by the way she laughs, by the way the sunlight hits her face, outlining every detail, by the tone of her voice when she says your name. You know it won't last, but at the moment you don't care because she holds your hand and it feels like it means something. From that point forward, you're faced with a choice. You could choose the safer route, walk away before it gets complicated, avoid the emotional fallout and let someone else deal with this walking red flag. Or you could lean in, love deeply, succumb to the fantasy that maybe this person feels the same. This kind of love hurts, it burns, but somehow you still find yourself reaching for it again. We know it all too well. What we're describing here is, so how can something that inflicts pain still be considered beautiful? Most would agree anything which causes suffering to the soul should be considered harmful. Yet there's this kind of beauty in the way it lingers, like smoke after a fire. What makes it beautiful is the relatability because we've all been there. We recognize it in others, sensing when someone is walking the same path. We could put ourselves in their shoes because we know every step. From its innocent beginning to the bitter end, there's something universal in that shared experience, something raw, powerful, and undeniably real. Tragic love is a paradox we chase, knowing it burns but still moving towards it like we have no other choice. Everyone should experience it at least once to know what it feels like to love without holding back. The truth is, a lot of our best stories starts with recklessness, not because they end well, but because they push us into unfamiliar territories. Mistakes tend to reveal things we didn't know about ourselves, how we respond to pain, how we recover, what we actually care about. The safe path doesn't always give you that. Tragic love, even if it's short-lived, leaves something behind. It teaches vulnerability in a way nothing else really can. When you love deeply, even if it doesn't last, pushes you to feel the full weight of human connection. You're emotionally exposed. You let someone see you fully, and for a moment you see them too. It's intimate, raw, unfiltered by caution or ego. And even when it ends, it stays with you, because once you felt love that real, it shines light on what love could truly be.